Yo, so I'm mad that I'm an idiot and I didn't start recording because that genuine reaction would have been great.
Yeah.
But this shirt that I'm wearing right now is the shirt I wore on me and my wife's first date.
That shit
I
is
got it
crazy.
like 16 years ago at Old Navy in Waterford Lakes. If anybody lives in Orlando and
Yeah.
knows about Waterford, I got this shirt at Old Navy in Waterford Lakes for $5. And it set me up for success. You heard me?
16 years ago.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking wild.
When I was just a young boy.
Nah, that's funny. Does Val remember?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got this shirt, and then I have this long sleeve that's Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a black long sleeve, and it has like a Nightmare Before Christmas graphic on the front.
Mhm,
That was I wore that when I first met her, and I still
mhm.
got that, and I'll be wearing that.
Got you. That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
man. It's crazy, man. These and it's held up pretty good.
Nah, I was about to say, don't look 16 years old.
You know what I mean? And it's black, and like the black isn't like really dingy. Like I've actually worn it like out, like
Mm.
in the years. You know what I mean? Like in the recent years, because it still hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a nice little colorway of stripes here. If I do say so myself.
That's funny, bro. Hey, let's just say this. I remember the shirt that I wore on my first date with my fiance, but let's just say your boy got a little bigger. You heard me?
Ah, one of them gold shirts.
Right. Oh
Yo,
my god.
it's funny, man. I've been wanting to get back into hooping, so I've been
Mhm.
like hitting the courts more, like going with my son and stuff. And I've been wanting to hit this one court more lately. And we were getting ready to go today, and there was a shooting there yesterday. So I was
Chill
like,
out, for real.
never mind.
Dang,
Yeah, bro. They
that's
they
crazy.
closed it down.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
supposedly it was like away from the courts and stuff. It was just some kids kind of like playing around, from what
Mhm,
it seems like right now.
mhm.
But yeah, man, it's kind of scary because I be out there with my son. You know what I
I
mean?
say, yeah, still ain't gonna bring the kids out there. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Even in that area, I wouldn't even expect that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's not
because it's
even
like
like a.
it's like a neighborhood area, a lot of families. It's like a rec center too. You know what I mean?
Mhm, mhm,
It's super random for sure, man. It's funny because that gym actually has I've seen it randomly pop up on IG, like little random viral street ball kind of clips.
mhm.
I guess they got a couple guys that be filming that live out here, you know what I mean? So
Right,
they
right.
be going to those outside courts and the inside courts every once in a while, and they be like a lot of viral basketball clips from there. And I'd be like, oh damn, that's that court that I be going to. It's crazy. I never would have thought, you know what I mean? Because I'm not
Yeah.
in like of some crazy like city area, you know what I mean?
Damn, bro. And you be going out there trying to hoop, boy. You about to go out there and get cooked by one of them viral
Bro,
boys.
sometimes we be playing and a dude be like, just so everybody know, I'm filming. And he'll
Oh my
set up his like
god.
thing in the corner. Nah, but you could bring I'm not I'm not killing them like I used to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna say that I'm killing them. I'm not in that kind of shape yet. I can get in that shape. I feel it. It's
Mm,
on the way.
yeah.
But like if I stick to like the stuff that I know I could do, I'm
Mhm.
hooping out there.
You
You know
still
what I
holding
mean?
on. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like if I just know, all right, I'm shooting and passing. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I could get like a nice little mid range penetration a couple times, but like I can't score every time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could give y'all a good like 4 points. You know what I mean?
Solid for the person I'm playing on defense on. He ain't really doing nothing.
You
You
feel
know what I'm
me?
saying? I'm holding my
And the
own.
random rebounds.
Yeah.
I got the slick eyes, so I'm catching a steal. You know what I mean? You can count on me for the final. You know what I'm saying? I might have missed the first three, but if it's for game, you know I'm gonna make it. Man.
No, that's funny, man. No, I actually recently got back into soccer, man. And
Oh
that's been
yeah.
dope, man. That's actually been really dope, man. I don't know if I ever told you this story, bro, but like, or I might have, but like, I grew up playing soccer, man, and I was nice, dog. Like, I was
Yeah, I remember
really, really nice,
winning
dog.
little
Like,
trophies and stuff in Wentworth, right?
yeah. And when we moved to Florida, like,
I remember one of the pictures
dog,
of you in the uniform, like in your house when you
dog,
were like smaller. I see the picture
you
in
can
my
see
head.
it, yeah.
Did you wear like a maroon jersey?
Yeah, I had one team where I was maroon. I had a few different teams, bro. But yeah, I know the one you're
Yeah.
talking about. At that point, when I had the maroon, bro, I was nice.
Yeah.
By that time, I was nice. Like I have some pictures of when I was younger, and I was still kind of learning the game. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But by that time, bro, I was that dude. And I remember I moved to Florida, man, and like my mom put me in like a league, and it was a bunch of white kids. I think I was the only black kid, and they immediately like put me on a bench. And like being like 13 at the time, 14 at the time, bro, I already didn't want to be in Florida, so like I was like, forget it. I gave up on
Yeah,
soccer,
yeah.
which I really regret that, man, because like I was actually really good. But recently, bro, I basically my sister, she started to put her kids in soccer and she became a coach. And when I went out there to go see the game, I got like super motivated. I was like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
gonna train, I'm gonna join an adult league. And so I had my first game last Sunday, and yo, that joint was dope, man. I had a
Bro,
great
that
time.
that adult league community in soccer is dope, man. Like,
Dog.
shout out to my homie Matt, man. I used to work with him at the airport, and he's a big soccer guy, and he was the one that kind of put it on my radar that they even be doing that. Like, he used to go to like these indoor soccer leagues and play. He would get
Mhm.
together with people and play soccer. Yo, by my house, one of the times you come out here, we'll go out there on a weekend if they out there. They
Yeah.
be going every weekend because they got the big soccer fields near my crib.
Hmm.
They be going out there every weekend deep, bro. They be playing games like on like 4 courts. I mean, 4 fields, you know what I
Feels,
mean?
yeah.
They be going in over there, bro.
Dog, it's dope, man. And the league that I'm in is super organized too, bro. Like they got like it's almost like I said, it's like the leagues that I was in as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like there's you know, week every a game every week. You know, you got your they keep the record at the end. You know what I'm saying? They got the playoffs. Whoever wins, they get the trophy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's like a legit
yeah,
situation. You know, and they for real, bro. Like bro. I was out there and I was like, oh yeah, this is what I needed because now I'm in the gym, bro. Y'all not about to see me out here trash. Like y'all gonna see me.
yeah.
You know. So like
Nah,
that was like the motivation I needed to really like get right. I've been back in the gym working on my cardio, and I'm just super hyped, bro, because it's like the season is like 10 weeks. And then there's another season a month after that. That's another 10 weeks. So I'm going to just stay locked in with it because it's definitely getting me motivated to get back in shape for sure.
yeah, man. That athletic kinda competition, not even just competition, but just something with a motivation to do something athletic, you know what I mean?
Mhm,
That be
mhm,
the thing that I feel like is missing specifically from my life just because I used to play ball so much, you know what I'm saying?
mhm, mhm.
So, like, I'm in that league with Joe now,
Softball.
softball league. I never played
Mhm,
softball before, but, you know what
mhm.
I'm saying? He said it's a lot like baseball. I played baseball before,
Mhm.
so, I'm Puerto Rican, dog. This shit in my
Right.
blood, baby. But yeah, you know what I mean? I'm hyped to do that just to, have something every week to look forward to like that, something
Mhm,
to be mindful of when I'm working out, work, I'm probably gonna pull up like workouts that are good for softball, you know what I mean? And
mhm.
kind of change up my routine or work around that. So I'm excited about that, man. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's super dope, bro. And like, you kind of like, especially as we get older, bro, we kind of forget, like, what I mean? You kind of need that, you know what I mean? That little outlet, you know?
Yeah, facts.
Like, man, I'm telling you, bro, like I left that game, bro, and I was like, damn, dog, like I almost forgot how I feel to be like in something like that competitive spirit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and even from the mental point of view, like, that's the thing we always talk about with music, like, people sometimes wanna look at arts like it's something stupid or whatever, but it's like, it's just a mental way to relieve
Hmm.
that stress or, a mental exercise, something that's, them hobbies, bro, like, them hobbies be crucial. A lot of people be putting that to the side, and they be just focused on work or, like,
Hmm.
thinking they a machine or something, like, it's like, "Nah, man, like, you here to enjoy and grow as well," you know what I'm saying?
Facts, big facts. Yeah, nah. So definitely looking forward to this weekend, bro. Cause hey, last week I ain't gonna lie, man, we caught that L at the last minute. So you already know I've been in the
Yo,
gym.
last last weekend, my son won the championship,
Oh
undefeated
yeah.
season and won the championship,
That's
dog.
fire,
That
dog.
boy was
How did he do like on his own the last game?
so he was disappointed in himself because,
Mhm,
he didn't like, he wasn't scoring, like, about, like, halfway through the game.
Mhm.
And he was like, you could tell he was down about it, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And then,
Mhm.
like, they benched him, but it's like one of those leagues where they have to bench you, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
every kid has to
Everybody
be
gotta
in
play.
a certain
Yeah.
amount of quarters, you know? But
Yeah.
the coach did it, so at least he's in the 4th quarter, and he was explaining to him like, "Yo, I want you in the 4th quarter because he's putting the best lineup at the end so they can
Mhm.
close it out, especially if it's tight." It was tight, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
and the coach that coach be taking it serious, bro. Like,
Good.
he be planning beforehand. He be coming with a clipboard with plays and everything, dog. Like,
That's dope.
he got my son locked in, bro. Like, it's super dope. He's it's dope, man, because he's a black dude. He's a sheriff.
I saw the
And
pictures.
yep, and he's
Mhm.
and his son is on the team too, and his son is like the best player on the team, you know what I mean?
Nice,
But he's
nice.
like one of those dudes that he's not like being like favorite to the son, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm,
you know what I mean?
mhm,
There's some games that he sees that my son got control of the flow and everything. He's telling his son, yo, make sure you give it to him so he can run the ball or whatever. You know what I mean?
mhm.
He lets my son run the game and make the decisions and stuff. So it's dope.
That's
But
dope.
he didn't score. It was a tight game though. Like, they didn't even score past 20, you know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, like, he had a couple of looks, and that's why he
Mhm,
was disappointed because he knows that he missed ones that he should have made.
mhm.
But he played great defense. He had his dude on lock. His dude ain't do nothing. He was stealing the ball. He had a lot
Good.
of assists, rebounds, you know what I'm saying? And I explained to him today on the way home, matter of fact, because like, I gave him a couple days, you know what I mean? I didn't wanna, like, they still at the end of the day, they won, you know what I mean?
Right, right,
I
right,
always
right.
like rain on his parade to talk to him about it,
Mhm,
you know what I mean? And, so I waited till today, which has been like 3 days, no, 4 days.
mhm,
I was like, "Hey," I just asked him about, like, how he was feeling during the game and everything, and he was just telling me, "Nah," that's when he mentioned to me that he was mad that he got benched, and then he was mad that he ain't score. And I
mhm,
just basically, like, explained to him, like, how you can affect the game in other ways, and at the end of the day, basketball is about getting a W, and they got the W, they're the champions.
mhm,
Like, if somebody else was there scouting him and he wouldn't have made the shots, but he had a better attitude, they would have known, like, they would have known by seeing his form and everything that he's a good player. Maybe he was just off that day.
off that day,
The other
exactly.
stuff is undeniable. Like, you don't need to be on to play defense. You don't need to be on
Exactly.
to get those steals. And you know what I'm saying? He was locked in on the other end.
Mhm,
But I told him, like, but the thing that might have messed you up was they would have seen the attitude and the look on your face and stuff, and they might have thought, oh, maybe he's not a good fit for my team because maybe he got
mhm,
a little attitude.
mhm,
I mean, so
mhm,
it's like I was just explaining to him, like, "You did good," you know what I'm saying? Like, you played the best that you could. You missed some shots that coulda gone your way, but that happens. You didn't
mhm,
let it affect the rest of your game.
mhm.
But, you know what I mean? Like, the attitude, you
You
can't
gotta
let it
fix
affect
that.
your team. You can't let it affect how you're moving, you know what I mean?
Mhm. That's real. No, that's dope, man. Like, that's dope that he got the dub though, because I don't know if you ever brought it up on the pod, but last year was he had a tough loss when I was out there, and
Yep.
he had like a little chip on his shoulder.
2 years in a row, he cried in the last game, bro.
Mhm.
The first year, he cried in the last game when he realized, like, that was it, you know what I mean? The
Mhm.
second year, they was in the playoffs, and he knew they had to win that game, and they lost, and he knew that was it too, but it stung even more. And then
Mhm.
this year, they came back undefeated and won the championship, and he was crying, but tears of joy this time, you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
dope as
yeah,
hell.
man, on one of the dads, he got them, like, little championship rings and everything,
Yeah,
bro.
I saw that in the picture. I was like, "Damn, they got rings, bro."
Bro, the coach's son, it was his birthday,
Mhm.
so he had,
Oh, the day they played the game?
yep, so they had a
Oh,
birthday party
man.
at Altitude,
Oh, they
the
had a
little
great
bounce
day.
house place. So he was out there, bouncing off the trampolines and stuff. Like, it was
Yeah.
that's why, like I said, that's why I ain't talked to him about it. 'Cause I'm like, "Bro,
Yeah, let 'em ride that high.
yeah, yeah, facts. I'm not gonna
Uh,
ruin this great day for my man, dog."
yeah, that's dope, man. That's super dope. Mm-mm-mm. That boy
Yeah,
just sighs.
yeah, man. He's the kid's a hooper, man. If he gets
Yeah.
some size, you know what I'm saying? If he gets some size, we might be onto something, but
Mhm.
we shall see.
Right, right, right. And you never know, man, because he might hit that growth spurt and out of nowhere.
Bro, dudes in my family and Val's family is tall.
Mhm.
I'm saying? That's why I'm tight. Like, I'm supposed to be tall, dog. Like, my uncles is tall. My great grandpa's tall. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was tall. Like, I don't know what happened with me. Like, I'm not short. You know what I mean? But I'm not
Yeah.
tall.
Right, right.
Just a regular guy.
Hey, man. It's all good because I accepted my fate a long time ago. I had no chance,
Hey,
no chance in hell.
yo, kudos to you and Joe though, because at least y'all passed the threshold. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
y'all not in the threshold where it's like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? Like you're not even touching the sad category.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the sad category is where it's like, dang, bro. That gotta be like, bro. Life could be cruel, dog. Life can be cruel, bro. Like
Hey,
you
the
could
good thing, bro, is I got a little size on me, so I always feel good because I got size. You know what I mean? Like I've
that's what
always
I'm
had
saying.
size.
You're not even in the range where you even have to justify it because you're not in the range, dog.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like when you're in the range, that gotta be crazy, bro.
dog. Yeah, no, that's right. Oh man, but no, I know you wanted to tap into
Yo.
this Wentworth
Oh yeah, man.
party, man.
Cause that Wentworth party was crazy, man. That was the last album
Mhm.
technically that I dropped. Like that I
Was
was
it?
yeah, cause I haven't dropped the album since.
Oh snap! Like you had like EP, like look
A
like.
little EP, you know what I'm saying?
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, so that was like the last actual like real put together project I dropped. That was a while ago, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
2019, 2020.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2019, I believe.
Mhm.
That was the last you mentioned that I didn't really think about because that was another thing that's kind of crazy to think about. That was the last event that we had went to before the COVID stuff started, right?
Literally right before.
Like people had just started like hearing the rumblings and like
Mm-hmm.
on the low they were starting to like not show up places,
Mm-hmm.
staying home, things like that. But it wasn't like a lot of people were doing it. It was just like the real careful people that was really like, okay,
They was
let's
like,
not.
yo, something ain't looking good right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that night there was at least a couple people that even bought tickets that were like, "Yo,
Yeah.
this thing is kind of going around. We're not gonna risk it." You know what I mean? It
Mm-hmm.
was like the first like little rumblings. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. Nah,
That was just that was kind of crazy, man. And it was just like wild because it was such a dope event and like it was such a major thing that we were able to pull off like
mm,
in a very like novice way. You know what I
mm.
mean? Like just kind of like dipping our toes in it, and then the COVID thing happened, and it's just like,
It turned
phew,
everything around. Facts, dog. COVID really like because I feel like that event was like almost like a propelling like situation that was about to happen.
we were on
And
a
then
trajectory for
we
sure.
was definitely on a trajectory, bro. And then COVID happened and that really set everything back. Because I feel like even at that time, bro, neither of us really had our own studios and stuff like that yet. You know what I mean? Like we had our little setups, but it wasn't enough to make quality music. You know, like
Yeah, we was just going to the studio regularly.
yeah,
Like we was
exactly.
booking sessions just to book sessions. Like it was like let's
Yep,
just go, even if
yep.
we don't got nothing to
We
work
don't have
on.
no
Try to
plan. We just
come with
gonna go.
something, but if not, we'll figure it out.
Right, right, right. Yeah.
I
So
definitely miss that vibe, man. Like that's like something that you don't even consider as like a really dope moment in time until it passes. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Because you can't recapture those moments, man. I feel like that's one of the beautiful things about being an artist and making music, dog, is like when you have those spontaneous sessions, like dog, I'll never forget like sessions like the mama ain't working session, you know what I
Yep.
mean? Like the session like the this moment session from the Wentworth
Yep.
album. Shoot, like I feel like every song on that album just about you can just think back to those moments like man, those were dope moments, you know what I mean?
But just the fact that like "Give Her Love" was like one of the songs that people really rock with, and we figured it out. We figured that song out like 10 minutes on the highway.
Facts.
Like
Like
the
driving, literally.
session was just like, oh, spur of the moment. Oh, we out.
Mhm.
All right, bet let's figure it out. And then we just like had the beat like sent to us like not that long before, and we just
Mhm.
played it and was like, "Yo, let's do something like this." Got there, laid it down, and he was like, "Y'all just y'all just did this right now?" Like, cause
Facts. He did. He was surprised. Yo, I
just
forgot
sent us
about
the
that.
beats, cause he had just
Yep.
sent us the beats,
Yep. That's facts. I forgot
and then he
about
opened
that.
the he opened the door. Remember,
Mhm.
we was laying the song down.
Damn.
He was like, "Yo, this shit is dope," and he opened the door so the people that was like walking by could hear it and
Hear
stuff.
it. Yeah. I
We
forgot
met a
about
we
that.
met a couple people off that, like they were just coming
They
in.
was vibing. Yeah, they was fucking with it.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy. I forgot. Man, we was in such a pocket. Dog. That was a good next little time, man, creatively for sure.
Yeah, man,
Oh, for sure.
that was definitely a zone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, man, because I was talking to my boy Kevin. Shout out to him, man. He just finished his move back out to Florida from Virginia. He's retiring from the Navy soon. Not so soon, but soon. You know what I mean? And he's setting up, his life.
Mm-hmm.
And he's about 2 hours away from me, man. I'm hyped, man. He was my best friend in high school, dog. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's dope that he's coming back. And but yeah, I was just talking to him about like just the studies and stuff that have come out about like working from home and how it's like affected people mentally, like working at the same place where you're living, you know what I mean? And like a lot of people still having to do like a process that's almost like driving home, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Like they still need that time regardless if it's to drive home or they need to do something because it's like it's like a weird kind of world you're living in where your work is your home, you know?
Yeah, bro. It's like if you don't, and that like a lot of people used to ask, like why go for such a big space as far as home goes. But it's like, bro, me and my partner both work from home. You know what I mean? It's like if I have a 2 bedroom apartment and we both work from home, we will go crazy.
It's gonna feel like a jail
It's
cell.
gonna feel like every day you wake up, you're gonna feel like you're at work. And as soon as you close your laptop, you still gonna feel like you at work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like, that's why for me, I love that we have the space to be able to like, I'm saying like walk out and close the door to our office because it's like, bro, you need that space, dude. And you're right, man. If you after a while you start realizing like, damn, man, I'm waking up and going to sleep in the same place I'm working. Like, what is this, you know?
Yeah, it's just definitely like if you don't manage it well, it can really like get to you and you might not even know that it's getting to you, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
'Cause
Hmm.
like you could get to a place where you're like on edge while you're at home. And
Exactly. You're
that gotta
never
be
able to
crazy,
shut
bro.
down. You're never able to shut down.
I can't
Like
even
that's the beauty of like when you leave an office and your computer is at the office or your work is at the office, you're gone. There's
Mhm.
like there's nothing that can happen that can make you go back into work mode because you're not at work.
Yeah.
When you're at home, bro, and some people, you know what I'm saying, they got their work emails and stuff on their phone. So they just scrolling and enjoying their free time and they just got an email. Now they pulling out their laptop to try to get some stuff together. It's like, bro, you're never off.
Yep.
You're never off,
It's
bro.
crazy, man. And man, it's just definitely, I forgot where I heard it, but they said that it's gonna be very interesting kinda seeing the long-term effects of, like, this time, like, with the what we were just talking about, the COVID, the Wentworth event, you know what I mean? Like, what kinda came from all that.
Mhm.
Like, it's definitely, like, a crazy thing that happened, like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's wild, man, because people our age, bro, like, we've been through a lot of crazy stuff, dog, like,
Mhm.
every generation ain't really had to go through like certain things. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we had it the worst by any means, because like, um, even just thinking about like people that went through war times where there was like major casualties, where a
Mhm.
lot of young men was dying. Like, there's slavery times. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, I'm never gonna say like I got it worse than somebody that was a slave, dog, because
Right.
like that's like just a
That's
whole nother
horrible. Yeah.
level, dog. Like, but
Facts.
it's definitely like a lot of global and national and just like crazy events and just the way that technology has advanced, like it's on a whole nother level now, you know what I mean? Like you
Mhm.
wouldn't even like if you live somewhere and nothing's going on, you wouldn't even know other stuff is going on. Like we're
Mhm.
burdened with everything that's going on everywhere
At
at the
all
same time,
times.
you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
we know like there's struggle here, there's struggle there, like we know to a T, like we could pull up on our phone like their point of view and even see exactly what they're living like. And when we're just doing our thing, we're thinking about like, damn, bro, like somebody in this area right now is going through this. Like, bro,
Mhm.
like, people back in the day wasn't going through that. You know what I'm saying? They was just dealing with their own personal struggle. And
Mhm.
that was like the scope of their world. You know what I mean? They didn't even know what anybody else was doing. They just knew what the people around them was doing.
Yeah.
We
But
know what everybody's doing.
I was reading the 50 Cent Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter book, and he was talking about how when he was in, I want to say Africa, I can't remember what actual country in Africa, but he was there, and he that experience really humbled him because he saw like a lot of like just situations there that was like, bruh, us in America, like we would never be able to handle that kind of stuff, right? But at the same time, he was like, but a lot of these kids has so much more joy than what we have in America. You know what I mean? Even though they have way less, and it's like if you think about it, bro, like they don't have that exposure. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they have their problems, of course, but like
If they're quote unquote missing out, they don't even know they're missing out.
exactly, exactly. So it's like that's crazy. You know, when you actually think about it, that it's like sometimes people always think like having this access is such a like progression, but in a sense, it's also a
It's
regression
a burden,
because
bro.
you know what I mean. Like innocence is bliss in a sense.
Yeah. There
Well, I
there's
said
there's always
innocence. I mean ignorance.
yeah,
Ignorance.
yeah. There's always pros and cons, bro. Like eh, people in general tend to think like that you get like you can tip the scales a certain way, but it's always balanced, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's kind of like how I always say, if you don't go to school, you still gonna pay the price somehow. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
people think, oh, I'm not gonna go to college, I'm gonna figure it out. Like even if you figure it out, it's still gonna cost you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If you want to be an artist, it's still gonna cost you. If you whatever you want to be is gonna cost you. Like
Mm-hmm.
anything, any path you take, like if it's gonna be worth anything, it's gonna cost you. And there's just a certain balance to life, bro. And it's just always gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Facts. Yeah. No, that's how it goes, man. That's why even just reflecting on that Wentworth situation, bro. It's like it was such a dope time, but also I feel like as much as we enjoyed that time, we both were like in situations that we would rather not be in today. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
facts, facts.
Like, so it's like it's crazy when you think about it. Like, we were so like invested into the music and so like in our pocket, but then like at the same time, like where we are today, like just in life is just so much further than where we was. You know what I mean?
But it's a result of that, because like
Mm-hmm.
once we realized that we had the skills and the capacity to work for it, but we realized that we were utilizing those muscles the wrong way
Mm,
and we redirected it, look how quick everything turned around.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like we was plateauing on every level, professionally, financially, everything just
Mm-hmm.
plateauing. Then we just redirected our energies to fixing everything, like just in ourselves first, like in our lives, and just like that, we was light years ahead.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And it's just you know what I mean. Sometimes it goes back to just being solid, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just assume people on the same vibes that you're on, and that naiveness is not an excuse. It's just like you got to realize like that you should have been smarter type thing. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm always saying like you got to look at yourself whenever stuff happens, because there's always something that you did that you knew was against the balance,
Mm,
but you decided against it because something in your feelings made you do it. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
when you look back, the signs were always there. There was always something unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever, whenever, whenever you feel balance in any relationship, it's really easy to maintain. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Because you know that it's balanced. You
Mm-hmm.
know that they're not trying to tip the scales. You know that you're not trying to tip the scales. You know that y'all both in it for the same reason,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just balanced. You know what I mean? Like whatever relationship it is, you know what I'm saying? If
Mm-hmm.
it's personal, business, you know what I mean? If it's just mutually beneficial, like whatever it is, as long as it's balanced and everybody know what it is, everything's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, and I know for me, sometimes we fail in being balanced. You know what I mean? Like we don't maintain the balance, and then if we don't maintain the balance, it's gonna tip, and it's not gonna tip in your favor. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Like you always, it's like I always say, bro. Like there's something in you that lets you know like what you should be doing. Like when you're doing the wrong thing, and anytime you do the wrong thing, it's always gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
Yep.
It might not be in such a like gigantic way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you misplace your keys, and it costs you a late trip in the morning. You know what I mean? You're 5 minutes late. Okay, that ain't nothing, but you still got it paid back. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right,
Sometimes it's not catastrophic, but it's still gonna come back.
right, right. Yeah, no, that's too real, bro. That is too real. What you got planned now as far as I mean, I know you had some things in the pipeline. I know you have been
Yeah,
cooking up.
man. Like honestly, bro, like even like we took a little hiatus. You was on
Hmm.
vacation. Joe's on a vacation right now. Matter of fact, he's on a cruise, looking like he having a blast. He out there with his whole fam. That gotta be dope.
Facts, man. That
Um,
boy having a good time.
yeah, man. He just did the Papi Chulo selfie today.
You saw that?
Yeah, yeah, you seen it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just taking some time to reset, dog. This business stuff is not easy, my man.
Hmm.
And I mean, I know you know, but you know, it's like I told my wife, man, like if 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 everybody could set up their own thing, everybody would set up their own thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You just
Exactly.
gotta weather that storm, you know what I mean? Sometimes you feel crazy because I'm like, we were talking about it before. I'm like, dang, like how do you just like have like like you're doing good, all your money's in the savings, a lot of money come in, and you just say, let me spend all this money so that I can make more money later. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
it's like
right.
you know it's for a reason and you know it's smart and you know you're sticking to the plan, but there's those moments in between, like, damn, bro, I was chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, you know, that being in control of my own fate, man, that's really important to me, man. So I'm really focused on making moves to make that happen. And like even with the music, bro, like I just been paused on my project because of that. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm,
all the money that I had for the project went into the salon stuff and just things being held up there that shouldn't be held up, you know,
mhm.
certain things. But anyway, everything is like evening out now, and I just got like a big library of music with Unc. Shout out to him. I got a big library of music that I've been working on myself. Um just with the machine, man. I've been locked in. I made man, I love this thing, man. I don't know how long I've had it. I don't know if this is like a halfway through review or whatever, but it still was a great purchase to me. I'm
Mhm.
I'm I'm loving cooking up on it. I just now started getting into sampling. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I've been
oh.
hitting Splice and
Mhm,
and downloading like some guitar loops and different stuff and just kind of playing around with sampling and building melodies and stuff around those samples.
mhm.
And one of the next joints that I'm doing is one of those. So I'm excited to you know what I mean? Start moving in that direction, man. It's
That's
it's
dope.
dope because you get that alley oop.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have to like come up with the whole direction. You know what I mean? And for
Mhm,
people that don't know, Splice is like a music library of stuff that you can use, like elements that you can use in your music, and it's already pre-cleared as far as like you don't have to get permission to use it
mhm.
because it's on Splice. You can use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you don't
exactly.
have to like or anything like that. So it's like a dope resource and it's a big library so everybody can use the sounds. You just gotta tweak it in a way that it doesn't sound like whoever else uses it. You know what I mean?
For
Because
any Okay.
go ahead.
I was gonna say for anybody that's been following us and knows about our song "Perfect," that loves the song and has heard similar, melodies from the song. The main melody in that song came from Splice,
From
and
Splice.
so
And
that's
basically
why.
what happens is like if you don't tweak the sound, like a
Mhm,
lot of people just use the sounds as is. You know
mhm,
what I mean? And you gotta think. Yeah, and it even shows how many times it's been viewed, how many times it's been downloaded. So like like how many people have been looking at that sound. So you gotta, in my opinion, and shout out to Unc because he's the same way. He's like, he'll never just use a sample. You know what
mhm,
I mean? He's like, I'll keep the same vibe. You know what I mean? I'll build a similar melody. I'll use the same chords, but he's not gonna use the sample because it's like it's a sample. You know what I mean? It's out there. You know what I mean? We making original music, so I
mhm,
always appreciate that with him. It takes a little longer, but I'm about that life, you know what I mean? Like
mhm,
making great music takes time. So I always appreciate that about him. Like we take our time building music. And me and him got a lot of music because I still been recording, you know what I mean?
mhm,
Shout out to him. He always locks me in for a session no matter what. So I still been recording. Um and the music is there. I've been riding to it a lot lately and really just analyzing it and because I'm getting ready to start dropping. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited about the music that I'm gonna drop. Like I I forgot how dope it was. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like in such a rough shape that I can't even imagine how it's gonna sound when it's like,
When it's ready, yeah.
when it sounds like how it's supposed to sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Um,
dope.
and I'm finally gonna drop All Night, dog. Bro, that's
All
I
night.
love that song, man.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too,
that song.
man.
I hope it
I'm
does what I
excited for you
think
to
it does.
drop it now with the fan base that you have now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts, man. And I'm excited to shoot the video for that, man. I got a dope idea for that video, and I've had it since I recorded the song, bro. It's been like almost 3 years since I recorded that song, bro.
Mhm.
So like that same idea is still locked in because it's such a like dope, and like it's not really tied to anything. It's just an idea within itself. So like it still hits now. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
still doing that same idea, and I'm just excited to get this thing in motion, man. Like I got a lot of dope music on the way, man.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Hey, it's the growing pains, bro. The growing
Facts,
pains, and I
man.
feel like that's what we've been experiencing since the Wentworth, you know what I'm saying, project. It's just constant growing pains, man. Like, I'm actually super excited, man. I just had like the most beautiful, amazing getting fired from one of my jobs experience last week
The
that I'm so
liberation.
bruh, the liberation is beautiful. So I'm so excited to like have that time again. You know what I mean? It did what it was supposed to do. It got me where I needed to get. And now I'm ready to get back locked in, man. I still was working on music and writing, but I just was not really recording as much because I've just been so busy, man. But like I said, that liberation is beautiful because now I have the time and the energy and I'm ready to get locked back in, man. I already had my conversation with Freddie on how we want to roll things out. So it's just really just getting locked in and getting everything recorded and getting everything lined up so we can start getting back on the grind, man. But I definitely am excited.
And it's crazy, man, because we're not even that far off from like releasing stuff and really being in emotion. It's just like we're just so in that mode all the time that sometimes you can't really step back and see like, oh, put out a lot of dope music, build a fan base, people still listening, people still asking for music. Like,
Hmm.
there's artists that take 2 years off, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
and go through the same thing, like just going through the growing pains and different
Hmm.
situations with budgets and things like that. It's like it's
Hmm.
not an easy thing to do, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But we're
Facts.
so used to making it happen, you know what I mean? That
Hmm.
it's like even like a small layoff feels like forever, you know what I mean?
Right. And that's another thing too, is that like even like the people around you that kind of see, what I'm saying, things slow down. It's like they don't really know that it's like, bro, this music thing ain't cheap. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's like we are all human and we are all going through the same stuff that you're going through when you have to slow down on going out. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's the
facts.
same stuff. The only difference is that instead of going to the club, I'm slowing down on going to the studio. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It's like
If you're privy to any of the Spotify stuff and all this fighting about music royalties, it's because no artist makes enough money off streaming that they could live off of it. You know what I'm
at
saying?
all.
Snoop
At
Dogg
all.
said in an interview that like in 1 year or something, he made I think like 37K or something from Spotify. Like Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg,
Snoop
the
Dogg. Yeah.
catalog he has, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if that's what Snoop Dogg making, bro, imagine somebody like us that's, you know what I'm saying, like just cracking 100,000s, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it ain't gonna be that even close to even if I
Right.
was making that, it's still not enough. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Facts.
So it's like you said, bro. This and it's partly like we always talk about, like the social media stuff. Like people make it seem a certain way. Everybody knows what everybody else is on, so they looking at it through that lens. And unless that's why I appreciate the way we moving into music. Like we just really locking in with fans. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It really
Mhm.
could like they really could care less what's going on with the trends or whatever, this and that. Like when you see the playlist they put on our music in, you know that you on to something for real. You know what I'm saying? Like they throwing your music in with classics. You know what I'm saying? You see them Spotify playlists and you seeing where people are placing you, in their top artists and stuff like that. And like, bro, I'm on to something. You know what I mean? Like regardless of what everybody thinks is hot or what the vibe is right now. Like this is the kind of stuff that people are gonna listen to for the rest of their life. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Fact. And
And
I mean, it's the proof is where it needs to be, bro. We ain't dropping music. You know what I'm saying? And we still got people listening to the stuff that we've been putting out years ago. It's like,
thousands of people,
you
like
know,
literally thousands of people. You know what I mean? It's
I can't even remember what was on the radio 2 years ago. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
yeah, facts.
Like, let's be real.
People add in old songs to their playlist every day just because it's good music, bro. And if you're just a fan of music and you come across some dope music, you're just gonna like it. That's why
Right.
like everybody always feels like I got a weird playlist when it comes to music. And I don't even feel like it's weird. I just like good music,
You
bro.
like music, exactly.
I mean, most of the time when somebody hears something weird from my playlist, they're like, "Yo, what is this?" And they want to know what it is because they want to add it to their library because they ain't never heard it. You know what I mean?
Right, right. No, that's facts. Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, we on this duty tonight, dog.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
I'm
I
with it.
got I gotta do a little thing real quick, but I'm ready,
We've
dog.
been on a nice little streak, dog.
Yo, for right, it's been a nice little. Hey, let's keep it going. Shit.
Facts, I'm ready for more dubs, more dubbingtons, more
Yes, sir.
dubbingtons, and more staying Buddingtons.